What's up, Dragon Slayers? Today's video is all about male reproductive health and its connection to insulin resistance. So, in my previous videos, we covered all about female reproductive health, some of the problems, implications, things can go wrong, and how everything is connected to insulin resistance. We're going to do the same thing now with male reproductive health. So, in contrast to the complexities of female fertility, reproductive health in men is relatively straightforward. The primary problem with male infertility is low sperm counts or poor sperm quality. Secondary problems, far less frequent, often include anatomical problems or genetic defects. In this section, we'll focus on two big problems that can arise with insulin resistance: sperm production and erectile dysfunction. Because insulin resistance is related to both of these problems, let's first take a look at its association with testosterone. We have a cultural obsession with testosterone. It is now common to hear men talk about being diagnosed with low T and to blame it for their health complications, including lack of energy and inability to lose weight. Many are inclined to think that low testosterone is the cause of the weight gain. And this can certainly happen. But the significant rise in diagnoses of low testosterone suggests something else is occurring, unless you espouse the idea that men have spontaneously become less manly. Thus, before we conclude that men have, within a generation, evolved to spontaneously develop low testosterone and become obese and infertile, it's worthwhile to explore the process in reverse, to consider that poor metabolic health is actually preceding and causing the reduced testosterone production. Men with higher body fat tend to have less testosterone, and testosterone levels increase as a man loses weight. Of course, insulin is highly relevant in these changes, though it can be hard to distinguish insulin's direct effect from a potential independent effect of simply having too much adipose or fat tissue. The results of several studies have confirmed that insulin, independent of body fat, directly inhibits testosterone production. More insulin leads to lower testosterone. There is a direct correlation, direct connection there. So, this was an interesting concept of having ovaries in your adipose. So, we know that ovaries in women, unlike testes in men, produce relatively fewer androgens. Rather, ovaries are equipped with high levels of aromatase. As we learned earlier, that it's a very busy enzyme that changes male hormones, androgens, to female hormones, estrogens. This also happens in the testes, but not to any significant degree. Remarkably, aromatase also exists in fat tissues. Yes, that's right. Your fat tissue is acting like an ovary. More precisely, excess fat tissues increase circulating estrogens in both men and women. So if your doctor tells you that you're low T, don't blame your testes for what your fat has done. I think that this concept is really interesting. It's sort of this sad catch 22 of you are fat and overweight because you are fat and overweight. And yeah, the more fat you have, the more of this aromatase you're going to have, and the more it's going to convert into your testosterone into estrogen, which is not a good thing. So that's why one of the many reasons why it's so hard to lose weight and nearly impossible until you get your insulin truly under control. So that's what I've got for you guys today. Don't forget to like and subscribe because that helps the channel out so much. And remember, guys, that together, you and I will slay the dreaded diabetes dragon.